Hello, I'm back. Oh, hello, I'm back. So just really quickly, I'm going to jump right into it and tell you that the reason I have not posted a video for a long time is that I've been really busy just living my life. I've been here in the DR, I've been living my life. It's been all-consuming, it's been wonderful, there've been highs, there've been lows, there's just a lot going on. And so I was just fully involved in that. And you know, I've talked before about doing a lot of things to sort of bring about things that you want in your life, and I was really focused on work for a while, and I still am, you know, I've got to eat. But I also wanted to shift and focus on my personal life, you know, like what am I doing and what's happening. So I did some of that, and but I wanted to come back. I have thought about you guys out there, and I want to say also thank you to the new subscribers. Thank you very much. I'm really happy to have you here. I do plan to post more content on a more regular basis coming up. I'm about to embark on some summer travel, so that'll be really interesting. I'm going back to the United States for a couple months, and then I'm going to Europe for a while, so I'll take you guys along and you can see what's happening. But yeah, I've been really busy. I've been teaching. I'm now teaching adults and teaching them business English, so I have one class that they're just learning a lot of conversation. Their skills are pretty good. You know, we've been working on a lot of those things. And another class at one of the hospitals here, it's called the Cuban Clinic, and teaching them a lot of, you know, terminology and, again, conversation, but things around what they do, what they'll need to know in their jobs. So I've been doing that. It's been really great. I've met a lot of cool people. It's a nice way to be involved in the community, get to know some folks, and, you know, build some relationships. So that's been good. I've also done a lot of work with my entertainment practice, and a lot of projects happening now. Things are in development, looking for investors, heading to the American Black Film Festival in Miami next week. That's my first stop, and then we'll go from there. So it's been a lot going on. And my dancing, yes, I'm still dancing. I haven't had a class in a while because my dance teacher has been doing some festivals. So he's had a lot of people in town from all over the world, and they've had just a lot, it's hot, people. They've had a lot of dancing going on, sort of like an organized type of, you know, event. And I went to some of those activities, but not that much. So I've missed like the actual dance lesson with my teacher because that was really helpful. It's a lot of fun. But I also have been going out with friends and just dancing like in some of the clubs, practicing. So that's pretty cool. My bachata is pretty good now, I have to say. It's been fun. So that's what's been happening with me, in part, and just, you know, just really enjoying myself. We're preparing now to leave for the summer. We'll be gone for a couple of months, as I said, like 2.5 months. So I'm preparing the house to close it up. We've got some people who are going to look after it for me while we're away. And what else here? Yeah, I made some notes because it's been so long. I was like, what am I going to talk about? So in addition to that work, I'll just say quickly, I've been doing some real estate, helping people get in some long-term rentals, some people interested in sales. I sold my first house in the DR. Woo woo! That was great. Up in Sosua, actually. So that's nice. That was really fun. But yeah, so a lot of my content before, I was talking about focusing on what you want and how to bring about those desires. And that's what I've been doing. That's exactly what I've been doing. I've been doing a lot of writing. You know, even for a while, my journaling just stopped. I felt like I was just in the moment. I was just in the life experience. So I've recently just picked back up my journaling because I needed to sort of refocus and make sure I was still on course. But I've been enjoying the fruits of my labor. So that's been really nice to see that happening. And I will say this to you, if you are interested in this kind of thing, and if you've been doing this work and like maybe journaling, like writing out what you want, writing out your goals, your dreams, or if you have some other way, you know, you meditate or whatever it may be, you know, you're planning out just sort of pragmatically steps that you want to take, let's say to move. I have had a lot of people ask me about moving to the DR. Let's say it's about that, and you find that, you know, you hit a sticking point, or you're getting maybe some of the results you want, but it doesn't look exactly like you wanted it to. Don't give up. The same thing happened to me. I got some great results, but it wasn't exactly like I wanted. And sometimes that can be really frustrating. It can make you upset. You can feel sad about it, like what's wrong? How come I'm not getting what I want? You know, you can feel like you want to throw in the towel, or, you know, whatever. You can have all kinds of reactions. And I will say that's part of why I had to recalibrate, go, okay, wait a minute, what did I do to get to this point, right? To be able to live this kind of life and to call the things into my life that I want and that I now have, to keep doing that. And so, you'll begin to get results. And if it's not exactly what you want, be happy though, because it means that you are in flow, right? Something is coming. So you are, whatever you're doing is working. You just want to keep focusing on, first of all, be really grateful for what you have received, right? For those parts of it, be super grateful for that. And recognize that that means that you have the power to create. And so you can create whatever you want to. So then you just have to do a little fine tuning, right? I'm in the process now of fine tuning some things. So I've gotten some great results. It's been wonderful. But now I know I want something a little different. I guess, I don't know if it was a matter of not being so specific, but just, once something shows up, you just, you make it a little bit clearer as to what you want. And you give thanks. So, and I'll give a quick example because I was thinking about this the other day. So let's say you have a dream car that you want, right? You want a Range Rover or something. And you've been dreaming about this car forever, and you know the exact color and the style, the model, everything you know about this car. The interior, you have it all in your mind, and like you have your list, check, 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 I want all these things. But you don't really have the money for it, you're not quite sure how it's gonna happen or when it's gonna happen. But you still have this vision. Maybe you've gotten some pictures, like examples, and you put it around on your refrigerator, on your mirror, or whatever. Very clear about that. And you're intending to get this car somehow, some way. And one day you're out driving or walking or something, and you encounter this dealership, a car dealership, and there in the window happens to be the exact Range Rover that you were dreaming of, that you really wanted. And it's like, oh my gosh, this is wonderful. Now, it's not yours, but you now know that it actually exists. It's like tangible. It's not across the country or somewhere in another warehouse. It's right there in front of you. You can go in and touch it. You can test drive it. And in fact, you do. You go in, you take it for a drive. It feels so good inside. It's like that new car smell. The seats feel good. It's a smooth ride. All those things. But it's not yours yet. It's not yours. But do you get mad about that? I mean, you could be frustrated that, well, shoot, I dreamed it up, and so it should be mine, and why can't it be mine? Maybe someone else even buys that particular car. But now you know that it exists, and you have called it that close to you, right? You've called it into being. So, maybe you have some feelings of like remorse or upset that you don't have the money right then. But once you have that, once you remember, don't stay there. Go back to, wait a second, I called this into being. That means I can create having enough money, or I can create whatever it is that you need to create to bring that whole vision into place, right? So you get exactly what you want. So fine tuning is a big part of this. And there's a couple of things I want to respond to, people have asked me about. One of them is certainly moving to the Dominican Republic. And aside from, preparing and making your list as far as, maybe what you want to let go of, what you want to keep, the sort of the mundane things, insurance and jobs and savings and whatever it is, schools maybe, and housing, you want to really be flexible in how you approach the move. You definitely want to be flexible once you get here. It's going to take, I would say, now having done it, a full year to really begin to know how to maneuver in a new culture, right? Doesn't mean you can't have fun, doesn't mean you won't make friends, doesn't mean anything won't happen in the first year, that you won't be able to have some successes. Absolutely, you'll probably love it right away. I have some friends who just left after 2 weeks and they're moving here in August and they're like, oh, we don't want to go, right? It's beautiful. But know that within that time frame and beyond, there's going to be things that you're going to have to learn. You're going to have to learn about the culture, how people relate to each other here, what's customary, what's, just so many things. So just be flexible in that, and be flexible, be kind with yourself, take your time, ask for help, do reach out. I would say take some risks, begin to do some things that maybe you wouldn't ordinarily do, whether it's meeting certain people or, trying certain new things out, just whatever it is, just be willing to be flexible, okay? It is hot here now. It's always warm, right? But we're definitely heating up for summer. Today is June 5th. It's about 80, I think I saw 88 today, so it's been in the mid to high 80s consistently for a little while. We just had a bunch of rain last week, like a bunch of rain. And so it's really humid now. And if you love the humidity, this is the place for you. If you love the heat, that's the place for you. It's not sweltering at the moment, but it's hot. And it's gonna get hotter. So June, July, August, it's like flame on. So just be prepared if you're coming for a visit, if you're planning to move, know that that's what you're gonna come into. And again, take your time, you know, stay hydrated, find out what people do. I spoke with a Dominican woman yesterday and she was saying, you know, we go to the river because all the, you know, foreigners go to the beach, right? You come to a country, you want to go to the beach, that's the thing. But it's hot at the beach. The water is beautiful and it's gorgeous, but it is hot at the beach. And there's palm trees, which do not provide a lot of shade. And I, for one, don't want to go to the beach and just bake. So I learned this is why Dominicans go to the river, so they're like tucked up in the hills and everything. And she said the water's cold there, and it's really refreshing. And so it's funny because I now have some Dominican friends and I understand, oh, okay, I get it, right? So that's where they go hang out. And it's kind of cool. So, you know, go try the river, take a risk, go see what it's like at a river. Take a drive, try a new part of town that you haven't been in before. I will say this about taking a drive. Obviously, there's been some news here recently about people who drove at nighttime and it ended very badly. Please be careful, people. Make good decisions. Be cautious. Don't drink and drive. Everybody's drinking here. The driving is a little nuts. There's not a lot of regulation. There's not a lot of, you know, sign. Well, there's signage, but just be careful. Just be careful driving. What have I said? Yeah, oh, have fun. Of course, have fun. Keep your heart open, right? Be open to experiencing new things. And again, maybe in ways that you weren't expecting, but if you're open and flexible, it might surprise you. It might turn out to be really good. And again, it may not turn out like right in the moment, but that's actually part of the process I'm in now. So a few months back, I was like, okay, I'm gonna start on a new thing. I'm gonna go exactly for what I want. I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna see what happens. And here we are. And it has been bumpy for sure, but I've been very committed to getting what I want, to doing the things I want to do, to living a certain kind of life, and I've gotten some really good results. You know, it's not exactly what I want in every case, but it's pretty good. And it lets me see, like with that Range Rover thing, like, aha, it's possible, I can get this. Let me just keep focusing on exactly what I want, and then I know that in time, the complete version of what I have been envisioning and writing about and all that will come. So, yeah, so we're more comfortable now than we were before. I have a vehicle, right? It's not the vehicle I want. That's what I'm saying. It's like there's part of it, I'm getting there, but it's not quite what I want. So that's what I want to share with you today. Is there anything else? I think that's mainly it. Just really happy to say hello to you guys. Oh, there was one more thing. In addition to asking about moving to the DR, some folks have asked me about investment tours because I brought that up a while back. And the answer is yes, I still want to do it, but here's the deal. So I was approached by a representative from the Dominican government shortly after. There was an article written about me and my son in Travel Noir, this online magazine. Magazine like for black folks, people of color, but really it's for anybody. So they did an article, a feature on me and my son having moved here and having this experience, and someone in the government in the DR here got wind of it and said, hey, this is great, it'd be great for the country, we want to connect with you, blah, 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 we saw what you're talking about doing investment tours, we really want to partner with you, da, 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 da. Great. And they're like, we're going to come down and do another story on you and whatever. And it was all like, wow, like out of the blue really quickly. And then crickets, right? I don't know if that's just the Dominican way, but it's been crickets for a while. So I'm like, do they still want to do it? I mean, they came to me. So I will say to you, for those of you who are interested and would like to have this happen, I'm going to give you an email right now of the woman who contacted me, and I would say, please write to her and let her know that you are interested in doing this and that you'd like to see a partnership or something, you know, these investment tours. I am bilingual, actually trilingual, but in terms of Spanish, I do speak Spanish, and so I was like, listen, we could do this thing. I really feel like there's an opportunity to do a travel show here, at least starting here. Certainly you can do beaches and vacation and those kinds of things, you know, excursions, but I also feel like there's a great opportunity to do a show for people who want to invest in the country, whether it's just buying property or having businesses. I just feel like it's huge because so many people have contacted me about these things since I've been here, and I've shared information, and 2 people as a result, well, 2 people that I know personally, maybe more, but 2 people that I know personally are moving here now. Are moving here. Like, drop everything. They're like, Kelly, we keep seeing you living this life. Can't take it anymore. My life is too stressful. You know, it's too expensive. It's too whatever. I want to give my kids a different experience, that kind of thing. And they are moving here. And so I'm like, yeah, DR government, you need to get with me because it's effective and it's real. And so that's what I have to share. I've been in the gym. Can you tell? Woo, woo, woo. Woo, 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 woo. Feeling good. My hair's growing. Maybe it's the humidity, but it's growing. It was long, a couple years ago, and I cut it all off, like all off, like Camille Cosby, super short, about 2 years ago. And look, it's basically back. So life is good. Okay, so here's the email of the woman, before I forget and start rambling. Her name is Paola, 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 Paola .mvv, like Martha's Vineyard, okay? Paola.mvv@gmail. So write to Paola and tell her that Kelly told you that, you know, or not, whatever, that you want to, that you've been watching my videos and you've heard about the investment tours and you understand there may be some partnership, but like, what's up? We need to have this happen. Let's make this happen. Let's do a show. Let's get it going, okay? So that's it. I'm a lot longer than I wanted to be today, but thank you. Mwah, mwah, mwah. Love you guys. I'm going to check in with you over the summertime. Should be amazing. And yeah, keep me posted. Let me know what's happening, what you want to know about. I can answer a few more questions next time. Okay, bye. Have a great day.